Hey everybody, the Bank of Canada has paused interest rate hikes for now, and Victoria home prices are holding steady. Despite the highest interest rate since 2007, despite so many homeowners feeling squeezed by high mortgage payments and high everything else payments, Victoria home prices are not coming down in a meaningful way just yet. Buyers waiting on the sidelines for that fabled crash will be disappointed again. But on the flip side, prices don't seem to be rising, and there's a lot more breathing room for writing offers with conditions, and the days of crazy over-ask bids are over as well. We're seeing some signs inventory is creeping up, 92 new listings just today, so if it continues into the fall, maybe selection gets a bit better as inventory starts to stack up. To me, it always seems like we're on the precipice of a price decline. It always seems like the market is very fragile with all these pressures on it, but our housing market is just so resilient and it keeps proving that again and again. If these were stocks, not houses, perhaps the bubble would have popped, but people have to live somewhere, so selling en masse isn't going to happen. My advice to anyone buying or selling in Victoria is to focus on the fundamentals and not try to get too caught up trying to time moves around these interest rate hikes. I think we've all got, myself included, a little bit too hyper-focused on these announcements, thinking that they'll magically correct the market in one direction or another. Years ago, probably most people didn't even have any idea when these announcements were coming. Now social media is filled with the dates and what to expect and a lot of predictions. Before we dig into the latest stats, here's my take on what you should be focusing on if you're buying or selling in Victoria right now. I think detached homes and townhomes will outperform condos. There's a lot of rezoning happening in Victoria, and it's possible we'll see more government-funded condo projects one day as well. So single-family detached homes are going extinct, but culturally, they're still the most coveted prize. New condos will be built smaller and smaller, a lot of the time under the guise of going green. For example, they're trying to build them now with zero parking at all. So take this mindset of scarcity and apply it to your real estate investments. Even when comparing condos, the older building in the better location with more space and more parking could one day be more rare than the mass-produced 400 square foot studios. If you're buying a strata property or a condo, the insurance premiums and the risks are where the due diligence should be focused. I think after all these wildfires and global events we've had, insurance is going to skyrocket in 2024, and any building that isn't profitable to insure, such as one that's had a history of floods and water leaks, could have trouble obtaining reasonably priced insurance. With the high rental rates we're seeing, any home that can support a secondary accommodation or garden suite is one of the safest bets out there right now. Even homes with a little bit of a flexible layout and extra rooms to rent are going to be the fallback for anyone who struggles to pay their mortgage. I think people will start renting out rooms in their homes long before they foreclose and have to sell. You need to be comfortable and prepared emotionally, physically, and financially to live in a home for at least 5 years before you can sell it or switch homes. Realtor fees, mortgage penalties, property transfer taxes, these will erode any potential profit if you sell before that time. No one's taken subject to sale offers yet, so it's really stressful and expensive to switch homes in this market. So make sure that you can be comfortable there for at least 5 years. Renovation and construction costs are ridiculous right now, and I don't think the replacement costs of most homes in Victoria are accurate, which again, it means we'll see higher insurance costs. It could easily cost $400 or $500 a square foot to build a new house now. So any detached home that's under $1 million could likely not be replicated for that price once you factor in the cost of the land as well. What is desirable? Good locations, quiet neighborhoods, open layouts, rental suites, properties with 3 bedrooms. These are always going to be in demand no matter if the market goes up or down. So focus on these fundamentals. Don't try and time the market and look at a long-term picture when you're real estate investing. Now let's take a look at the stats. Looking at inventory, we have 16% more homes for sale than the end of summer 2022, and that's a good sign and moves us more and more towards a buyer's market. But it's still way lower than 10 years ago when there were 5,000 homes for sale at the end of summer. We have less homes for sale, and Victoria's population and demand for homes has far outpaced the supply. Looking at median prices, we're relatively flat across the board for detached homes, condos, and townhomes, and prices are roughly the same for this time last year as well. So the takeaway here is that prices are very sticky and not moving much. We've had a very expensive year for homeowners, and it has not really resulted in any decline in prices or mass sales of discounted homes. Thanks for watching. If you do have any questions about buying or selling real estate in Victoria, please don't hesitate to contact me. Please also remember to subscribe and help me grow this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.